Hello everyone, welcome back to BuddyDevelopers. I am Naveen, and in this video, we are continuing our series on building a directory website using the Divi Builder and the GeoDirectory plugin. So let's get started.
You will first need a WordPress website. If you haven't set that up yet, check out our step-by-step video guide on how to create a WordPress site. It will walk you through everything you need to know. Once your WordPress site is ready, it's time to dive into building your directory website. In this video, I will guide you step by step on how to do it using the Divi theme and the GeoDirectory plugin. Step 1. Install and set up the GeoDirectory plugin. Step 2. Install the Divi theme. So coming on to WordPress dashboard, coming in plugins, then click on add new plugin. Then we will search here GeoDirectory. Through this we can build the directory site very easily. So we will install this first plugin and then we will activate it. So after activation we need to do some setups. So now we are doing map setups. So for this we are choosing the default OpenStreetMap which is given here, and we will continue. Then add default location. So we can click on show advanced and we can see the city and other options. So we will drag and drop and do some of the changes and do some settings and then continue. Then coming on to some extra features through which we can build the listing directory more easily and beautifully. So from here we will be installing all the free add-ons, not the paid ones. So then clicking on install. So we can see that these all have installed. Now after installation we will click on continue. Now coming on to content stamp. So we will be using some default content. Changing settings to 10, then click on insert post. So we will be doing this GeoDirectory plugin setup with some dummy data. So we can apply those listings onto our website for users' purpose. After insertion, click on continue. Then coming on to GeoDirectory plugin, all options setup, all step setup, that is complete. Then coming back onto the WordPress dashboard. So our GeoDirectory plugin setup has been installed. So in the second step we will be looking onto the themes, that is Divi themes. Coming on to appearance and then on to themes. Divi theme is a paid theme which I have uploaded, installed and activated from before. So now our setup process is done. So in the next video we will be seeing how to create a directory site header in Divi theme. Before creating we will be going on to front end and check the site. So there is default logo of Divi theme and default menu of GeoDirectory. So before creating the header we will be creating the menu. So coming on to the dashboard, then coming on to appearance and then menus. Then we will create a menu naming it main menu. Then select as primary menu and then click create menu. So now from here, we will be selecting our menus from here: home, about, blogs. Then click on add to menu to add it. Then for user's profile account we will go on to user WP endpoint. Then select from here account, change password, profile and logout. Then click on add to menu. And for the users who are not registered, for them register, login, forgot password, and then click on add to menu. Then coming on to GeoDirectory endpoints, then coming on to places where the listings will be displayed, then click on add place and then click on add to menu. So now our all items are added in the menu, and now we will open this account one. Then write there my account, and then coming on to profile, we will drag and drop it under my account. Similarly, change password and log out also. And for those who are not logged in, for them we will be doing such as register, then forgot password, ever with. And we will drag and drop places above my account. Then keeping add places above the places. Then coming on to home, so we will be drag and drop it at the topmost, and then about, and then blogs. So now we will click on save menu. Then coming on to front end, we will refresh it. We can see whatever we have added: home, about, blogs, add place, places, my account, and profile, change password, logout, everything can be seen here. So now we will be changing the logo, and this has been explained on our channel of BuddyDevelopers. It has been entirely explained in this video of how we can create a logo free from Canva. So for changing up the logo, coming onto the dashboard, coming onto Divi and then theme option. So now we will be changing the default logo and click on upload. We will be using a logo which we have created from before, and then after selecting, we will click on save changes. Then coming back to the front end and then refresh the page, and now we can see that the logo which we have added is displaying here. We can also hide the search icon, so we can customize the header. For this, coming onto our dashboard, on appearance and then customize, and then open it in new tab. Then coming on to header and navigation, then click on primary menu. We can also make the header full width, but we are keeping it default. We can also change height from here. We are making no changes, and then coming on to header format. Currently it is in default. If we do it in center, then it will look like this. Similarly, whatever options we will be choosing, it will look like that in alignment. So we are keeping it default right now. So now coming back to the header element, if we want, we can switch on this social icon. So if we switch it on, then it will be displayed with our menu. There's also option for show search icon. So it is currently switched on. If we will switch it off, then our search icon will be hidden. So now we will switch it off. So we can add here phone number, email. We are keeping it like that. So now we will publish it. Then coming on to front end and then refresh it. And now you can see that the search is hidden. So now we have created our header and also set it up with logo and menu. And remaining we will be designing the footer in the next video. Coming on to WordPress dashboard, then going on to appearance, go to customize and then footer. Choosing how many columns we want to keep in the footer. We are keeping it 4. And from the footer color background, we will be choosing the color. We are choosing the color black. Then, after coming back, click on widgets option. Then we will be designing here. Then clicking on footer area 1, click on plus icon, taking the paragraph, we will be adding some text here. For this we will be opening up a site here. This site has also been created through Divi. So we will be creating a similar footer, but the logo will be different. So we will be copying text from here and then we will paste it here. Then clicking on down arrow, then click on inline image. Then we will set our logo and add it. We will cut the logo from here and paste it over there. So now our logo can be seen added. Now coming back onto wizards. So from here we will be changing the title quick links. Then click on select menu and then select quick links. That we have already created from backend. Then coming back onto footer area 3, that is column 3. Then click on plus icon and type menu in the search area. Then click on navigation menu and then we will edit title to important links. Then coming on to select menu, we will click on important links. Then the links present in backend can be seen here. Then coming back onto the fourth column, we will be adding the latest post. For this, clicking on the plus icon, then type posts. Then we will click on this post block and we will insert it here. So now whatever will be the latest post will be shown here. Now we will be adding a title to it, clicking on the plus icon, then taking the heading, then edit it to latest blogs. Then changing H2 to H4. Then we will drag and drop it above. Then we will publish it now and check it in the front end. So now coming on to front end, we will refresh it. So now our footer can be seen like this, which we have created, that is quick links, important links, latest blogs. There's some gap created over here below the latest blogs, so we can rectify it by custom CSS. For this we will be inspecting it. Now after selecting this, we will check its bottom margin. We will edit it to 0. And then copy rule it back to WordPress dashboard, then appearance and then customize. Then coming on to additional CSS, then pasting the CSS, publish it. Then coming on to front end, then we will refresh our front page. Then now you can see the additional gap has been removed now. Everything is separate now, and these links which can be seen at bottom have been created in the footer and aligned there. This menu is coming from the footer menu. So this was our today's video of creating footer of our directory site. In our next video, we will show you home page using Divi theme and GeoDirectory plugins. So coming on to WordPress dashboard. So first we will be setting the home page of our front page. So coming on to settings, then reading, then click on static page, and then in the home page option we will be selecting the page which we want to make as home page. So we will click home. Then coming bottom, we will click on save changes. Then coming on to pages, click on all pages. Then from here, coming on to home, click on edit with Divi, and then open it in new tab. So we are starting it from blank, so we will be choosing build from scratch. Click on start building. So in our home page, there will be an image in background, and above it there will be a title and a search bar. So for this, clicking on the plus icon, we will be taking the full column. Then under it, we will be taking the heading. So after clicking on heading, we will be writing here our title. We are keeping title search a best property. To center align it, we will come on to designs. Then click on heading text, keeping it H1, and coming on to heading font, we can choose it. We are editing the heading font weight to semi-bold, and then center alignment, changing the size to 50. Coming back to the contact, we are changing up the text here. Then we will save it. Then we will be adding a search bar below the text. But before this, we will be adding an image to the background of our hero section. Click on settings, then click on background, then onto the third background icon, then add background image. So coming on to bottom, there are some settings which we can change according to our convenience. Coming on to background image blend, we are selecting darken. Then coming on to design, then in spacing, under the padding section, adding top and bottom padding 100 each, and then save it. And then coming on to the settings of our heading, we will change its font color to white, and we will be adding some shadow to our text. Then save it. Now for adding the search bar, click on the plus icon, then search text, then click on it, then click on text, and then remove the displayed text, and then coming on to the
shortcode.
We'll be taking the
Shortcode.
directory search. Select
Shortcode.
and then we will be clicking on GD search.
Shortcode.
Then coming on to search bar, we are keeping input size default and other also on default. Border color on default and button color to primary. We will be editing bottom margin to 0. Then we will click on copy
Shortcode.
and copy it. Then we will cut it and paste it over here and then save it. So now you can see that our search bar output can be seen. So now we will save it by clicking on this bottom icon, save. Then coming on to front end, click on home and then see the home page. This is the home page. This is the hero section of our home page, which we have designed through Divi theme and GeoDirectory plugins. And the search bar we have added can also be seen here. So now it looks good. Next, under the hero section, we will be adding the categories. For this, coming on to backend editor and then click on plus icon and then selecting the regular full column. So we will be taking heading first. Drag and drop the heading block and then edit the title. Best categories. Then coming on to design, its heading, selecting H2 and then heading font to semi-bold. Then alignment center. Then coming on to color, we are selecting black and size to 30. Then we will save it. Then we will take one more block below this and we will type text and then we will add it and then we will cut it. Then
shortcode
category of GeoDirectory shortcode.
code
So we will be selecting the GD category.
shortcode
Now we will designing it from the filters, post type, places and sort by A to Z, changing icon to top and default rows to 4. Card shadow to medium, icon size to XL. Then category text is not required as we have added title over here. Taking category text color black and the remaining things will be kept as default. Now we will copy the
shortcode
and then paste it over here. Now we will save it. So now it looks like this. Along with icon, the category names can be seen here. So now it looks good. So now we will save it. Then coming on to front end, we will refresh the page. And now best categories can be seen here. So now below the categories, we will be adding the listings. So for this, coming onto the editor and then click on the plus icon. Then taking a section, taking a full width column, we will cut this and duplicate the above heading and then we will drag and drop it here. If we want, we can reduce this space, but we will be adding background to it. So before adding background, we will be giving it a title. So coming on to its setting, we will be editing it to best listings. Then we will save it. Now we will be giving background color, coming on to section settings. Then click on background. Now the color can be chosen. We are choosing a color and then decreasing its opacity. Then we will save it. Then again we will click on this plus icon and we will take a text block and then we will add a shortcut. For adding shortcode Divi, we will always take the text block. So now we will remove this and then going on to the shortcode. Then open the shortcode and then selecting GD listings shortcode and going on to filters. Then keeping the default post type for places and categories all, and post to show we will be doing it 6. Keeping sort by to A to Z as a default. Then going on to the layout, we are doing it to 3 column and then show view all links. Coming on to card design, we can choose whichever archive item we can keep which we want, so we are keeping it default. This will be discussed in our another video. So to get to know more details, do subscribe to our channel. So now we can also do sliding of our listing, or we can also keep it as default. So we won't be doing the sliding and we will be keeping it as default. So now copying the shortcode and then cut and then paste it here and then save it. And now we will again save it here. Then going on to front end, we will refresh the page and now 6 listings can be seen here, 3 each, and the background color can also be seen with the title best listing, and the view all button can also be seen here now. And now clicking on to the view all, it will be redirected to the archive page of the directory site. So this will be discussed in the next video of our series, so don't forget to subscribe our channel. So below the listing we will be also adding another section. On the left side there will be explore listing and other side will be a map. So coming on to the editor, then clicking on plus icon, then taking a section of 2 column. In the first column we will be keeping the text field, then coming on to shortcode, add it. Then we will add here a shortcode, open it and select GD listings. Then coming on to filters, keeping categories all and post to show 3. Then coming on to design, then grid layout, select list view, then coming on to card design, keeping it default and then card shadow small. Then copy shortcode and then paste it over here. Then save it. So now the 3 listings which we have added can be viewed here. So now we will be taking one more module over here, that is text module. Then coming back to the text over here, then we will remove it and then clicking on shortcode, we will going on to GD maps and select it. Then copy the shortcode and then paste it over here. Changing its height to 625 pixel and then save it. And this section should have a title, so we will be naming it Explore. So we will be drag and drop it here over above and then duplicating the above heading and then drag and drop. into this section. And then editing its name by going on to settings as explore. Now we will save it. Then coming on to output, we will refresh the page. So now our explore section is also added. On the left side the listings can be seen, and on the other side map can be seen. Under the explore we will be adding a blog section. So coming on to editor, we will be taking again a new section. Then take a full column. So first we will be keeping a heading over here, naming it blocks, and then naming it blocks. Then coming on to design and heading text, selecting H2, and then font semi-bold and center aligned, and keeping the size 30. Then save it. So to add blogs below block, we will click on the add module and then type blog, and then click it and add it here. Setting post count to 3 and post type to post. Then selecting all categories, then coming on to design, then on to layout, selecting grid, then coming back to content, then open content, and on the button show read more. We can switch on whatever we need to keep and off whatever we don't want to show. For example, if we off this show except, then this will be hidden. But we want to show it here, so we will be switching it on. Now we will save it. So we have already added 2 posts in the background, so it is showing over here. So we will be giving color to the background. So we will be choosing and we will be lighting the color from the settings. Then we will be saving it. Then coming on to front end, we will refresh and see it. Now you can see the blogs are added. So we will be adding a call play action button below the blogs, through which the users can add listings to the directory site. For that, coming on to editor, then click on the plus icon and take a new section, and then choose a 2 column from here. In the first column we will be keeping heading, so we will cut it over here and then duplicate the above heading and add it over here, and we will change its name here. For this, coming on to its settings, and we will write add listings today, add listing today. Then coming on to its design, coming on to its heading text, we will change its alignment to left. Now we will save it, and then below this we will be adding a small text. This, clicking on add module and then searching text box. So we are leaving it as a dummy, and then coming on to design and changing its margin top 0 and padding also 0. Margin from the top will be given 1/6. Now we will save it. In the right column we will be adding a add listing button. For this we will be choosing a button and naming it add listing, and we will be adding here a link of add listing. The link will be added here later when we will be creating the add listing page in an episode of this series. Then coming on to design, coming on to button, and on use custom styles. So now changing the color, we are keeping it orange. Then we can also add the button border color, and we are keeping the radius 6. We can change the button font style and other settings. We are keeping it regular. We are keeping it semi bold. We can also add an icon of the button, so we are choosing it from here. Then switching off only show icon on hover for button. So now our icon will be shown on the page. We will be changing the button text color to white and alignment to and change the alignment to right side, and then coming on to spacing, then giving it some padding from top 10 pixel and from bottom also same, then left 150 and right 150. From right let's give it 45 and left 20. Now we will save it. Now coming on to its settings, and then in design, and then in sizing, then we will on equalize column heights and then save it. Now we will save it from here. Then coming on to front end, we will refresh the page. So now our call to action is also added. So now we will add it a background, so to make it look more attractive. So coming on to settings, background, and then coming on to here, we will change its color blue. We will be decreasing its opacity. So now we will be changing the title color to white from the heading text. Then coming on to heading size, we will change it to 36, then save it, and then we will change the text color to white. Then coming on to design, then text color, and then white, and then save it. So now we will be giving a bit of padding to the button. So now coming on to the settings of button, and then spacing, then giving margin 30 pixel, then save it, then save it again. And then coming on to front end, we will refresh it. So now the add listing call to action is also added. Now it looks good. On doing hover, its border is also hiding. So this is our home page, hero section, category section, listings, then explore section with listings, and then maps. We can zoom in, zoom out also, and then coming on to blogs. This can also be added. 2 has been added, and also this add listing call to action button is also added. On clicking it, we can do add listing. In the next episode, we will be talking about directory sites archive page. So you can coming on to WordPress dashboard in Divi, and then theme builder. Click on add new template, then click on build new template. Then we are selecting here places archive page. Then create new template, then save changes, then click on add custom body, and then on build new custom body. So now our Divi editor is open. Now click on the plus icon and take the full column, and then we are taking heading from here. We will be editing it to all places. Then coming on to design and then heading text, we are doing it H2 and then changing it to semi-bold, and then text alignment to center, and then font size to 36, and then we will save it. Then we will be giving this section a color. So for that, coming on to background, we are adding the color and then changing its opacity level. Then we will save it and we will change the text color to white. We will be changing this from design section. Then we will save it, and below this we will be adding a search bar, and for this we will click on search list and we will take text, and coming on to here we will remove this text and click on short code, and then after opening select GD search short code. Then open the search bar. We are letting the settings to remain at default. Coming on to margin bottom, we will change it to 0 and we will change shadow to small. And then now we will copy this short code and we will paste it over here. Now we will save it. Now we will decrease some space between this. Now it looks good. Now we will give background to this. So coming on to design, then coming on to content, and then on background to choose a color. We are taking white, and then coming on to design, in spacing we are giving bottom padding to 15 and right and left to 14 each. Coming on to border, we are changing it to border radius 10 and then save it. Then coming back, save changes, and then coming on to front end, we will refresh it. So we have added padding from bottom, so it can be seen here. We haven't added it from top, so now we will be doing that also. So for this, coming back to the editor and then clicking over here, then click on settings and then design, and then on to spacing, then edit top also 15 pixel and then save it. Now coming on to front end, we will refresh it. Now the title of the archive page as well as search bar is also added. Now we will be adding a bottom section in which left side will be listings and right side will be for maps. So coming on to Divi builder. So on the left side we will be adding the loop action and listings, and on the right side we will be adding maps. So for this we will be doing this section full width. So coming on to settings and then design, then under size, then we will be editing it to 100% and then row alignment to center, and then save it, and then click on plus icon and take the text block and then remove it, and coming on to short code and then opening it, then coming on to loop action, and then we will copy the short code, pasting it here and then save it. Now we can click over here and see all the blocks. Now we will take one more block. We will click on plus icon and we will be taking text, then clicking on short code, then opening GD loop layout to list view, and then design shadow to medium, and copying the short code, and then we will paste it here. We will save it. Now we will save it again, then coming on to the front end and refresh it. Now listing has been added in the list view, and the border can also be seen, which we will be removing it, and we will also be adding a pagination through which person can be directed to next page so that they can see all the listings. Work on this. Coming on to header, coming on to section settings, and then design, spacing, and then we are giving 20 pixel padding in left and right side. Save it. Then below listing we will take one more module, that is text, and then coming on to shortcode, and we are adding loop paging, and then we will copy the shortcode, we will paste it here, then save it. Then we will save it again, and then coming on to the archive page and then refresh it. So now from the left side a little bit of padding is added, but the border is still there. So for removing it, coming on to editor, and then coming on to this first loop action, and then coming on to the border type, edit it to none, and then we will save it. On to the right side, that is map, the archive page. So here the listings location can be seen. So we will click on here and then take the text block. We will click over shortcode and then taking GD maps, and then coming on to the map content, then map type auto, map option we will be changing the height to 100 bh, style border alignment, and then coming on to copy shortcode, and then we will paste it, and then coming on to the save button, and then coming on to the archive page we will refresh it, and now our map can also be seen here, and the pagination is also seen here. For the pagination also border is added. Coming on to the editor settings, editing the border to none, and then we will save it. Then coming on to the archive page we will refresh it, and now the border is removed, the pagination is added, listings are also added, map can also be seen here. So the loop action border is also added here. The border of the loop action is also hidden here. So from here we can choose the listing which we want, and then we can also see the listings in amount of grids we need. Now we will be removing the map spacing from above, it is 100%. We'll also be adding scroll to the listing. So for this, coming on to the editor, then clicking on settings, coming on to design, and then spacing, and then 0, and then padding also 0, and then save it. Then coming on to the section, then again coming on to the design, spacing, padding top bottom 0, and then save it. And then coming on to this first one, then coming on to design, we will be giving it padding 20 pixel, and save it. And now coming on to this last one, coming on to design, bottom padding to 20 pixel, and then save it. And then for this entire section, coming on to design, and then coming on to spacing, coming on to margin top 0 and padding 0, and then save it, and then again save it. Now coming on to archive page, we will refresh it, and now you can see that it looks like this. So now we will be designing the search page of our directory website. Currently it looks like this in default. We will be custom designing it. So coming on to the WordPress dashboard, and then coming on to Divi and theme builder, and then you can see the places archive page which we can see here. Now we will duplicate it from here, and then from here click on search results and GD search results, and then save it. Then clicking on to save changes, we will be seeing it onto the front end, and then we will refresh it. So now our search page is also looking like archive page, but the title will be changed over here. So coming on to the back end, we will be coming on to search page editing, So we will be deleting the heading from here, and we will be taking a text module and then clicking over here, coming on to the shortcode, and then coming on to, and then we will copy the shortcode and then paste it over here, save it. Then coming on to here, we will refresh it. So now search result can be seen here below. To change its color, and it has to be placed at top of the search bar. So now coming on to the theme reader, and then we will drag and drop it over here, and then coming on to settings, coming on to designs, then coming on to text, we will change its color to white and then save it, and then coming on to the front end, then refresh it. So now search result for can be seen like this. We can now center align it also, coming back onto the editor page, coming on to settings, onto design, text, and then coming on to the alignment, center, then saving it. Then coming onto front end and refresh again. And now the search results for can be seen at center alignment, and the page looks like this. So if we want, we can change the look of our search page. Like if we want to keep the search bar above the listing, so we will be changing a bit of look of our search page. The editor, and then coming on to the search, and now we can open and see it. Then we will drag and drop it over here. And now we will save it. So coming on to front end, we are refreshing it, and now we can see it looks like this. So this space is coming over here, so we will be removing it, coming to the back end, and then coming on to text settings design, and then coming on to spacing, bottom spacing, so top and bottom to 0. Then we will be saving it, and then coming on to front end and then refreshing it. So we need to do left and right padding to 0, and we have to give a bit of margin. So coming back, then coming on to settings, design, and then coming on to padding, we are doing it default, and margin top to 20 pixel, and then save it. And then coming on to this loop actions design, then coming on to the margin, we are doing it 0, and then coming on to the padding, we are doing it 0 and saving it. And then coming on to the front end, we will refresh it, and then it looks good now. Above the loop action, our search bar can be seen, and below the listing can be seen, and pagination can also be seen with the. So this was our archive page and search bar using Divi theme. So in our next video will be of every listings single detailed. Coming on, this is our directory sites listing details single page default design structure. So we will be redesigning it using Divi theme builder. So coming on to WordPress dashboard, and then coming on to Divi, and then theme builder, then coming on to add new template, then click on build new template, and then so we will be selecting all places from here, as we are making single detailed page of places. After selecting, click on create new template. Now we will save it, then click on add custom body, then click on build custom body. So coming on to hero section, title will be above of the single page, and below it will be post image. Click on plus icon, then take full column, and then we will be searching text, and then within it we will be taking shortcode of the title. So we will be removing the default and then clicking on shortcode icon, select shortcode, coming on to post GD, then selecting from here GD post title, then we will be copying it from here, then we will cut and paste it over here. Then we will save it. Click on this bottom 3 dot. So by clicking on this bottom, it will direct to work frame view. You can see here the first section where we have taken a row, and within the text we have added post title shortcode. Now we will save it. Then coming back over here, then click over here save changes, then coming on to single page, we will refresh it. So now our post title can be seen. Now we will design it, coming on to backend, going on to editing, all places, custom body. So now we will be designing our title. So click on this, then changing the font size classes to H2 and then save it. Then coming on to front end, we will refresh the page. Now it looks better. So now we will be removing the space from above. So coming on to back end. So we will be clicking on this button and opening this page of our framework. So for spacing, going on to settings, then coming on to design, margin and padding both 0 from top as well as bottom, and then save it. And then so from above the space which is coming, so we will be reducing it. We can also do this via settings. Then below the title we will be taking the post images. So coming back to the plus icon, then again taking a text block and then removing it, and then going on to shortcode, then choosing post images shortcode, then selecting some design format. So we are changing output type to gallery, link to none. Coming on to wrapper style, we are not changing anything, border to none and shadow to small. Then copying the shortcode and then we will paste it over here and then save it. Then clicking on the bottom save button and then coming on to the front end and then refresh it. So now looking like this with the gallery view. It doesn't look so good with shadow, so we will be removing it. So coming on to its settings and then we will edit shadow to none and then save it from the bottom save button again. Then coming on to the front end and then we will refresh it. So now our shadow is removed, and now below the gallery we will be taking two columns, right and left. So in the left column will be our post content and on the right column will be the business owner's contact details. Also there will be some listing details. So coming on to editor, then clicking on the plus icon and then taking a new section, taking a 2 column. So this will be our column format. So first we will be designing the left column. So taking a text block, removing it, then going on to shortcode. So we will be choosing the single tabs shortcode. Then heading can be designed from here. So we are letting it to be default in these settings. Then coming on to advanced setting, we can add CSS to design. Coming on to output type, we are doing head only, then copying the shortcode and then we will paste it over here. Then save it. Then clicking on the bottom save and then save it.
Then coming on to front end, we will refresh the page, and now our tab can be seen here, through which each listing contents can be seen. So first of all, we will be removing the border, and then we will be adding content below it. So coming on to its settings, so we will be editing border type to none and then saving it. Then coming on to its spacing, we will be reducing it. So coming on to plus icon below this and then taking a text again, then removing this and then clicking on shortcode and selecting the single tab shortcode, and then clicking on output type show as list, and then going on to advanced, we are doing output type body only, and then going on to wrapper style, we are editing border color to none, and then copying the shortcode, we will be pasting it over here and then saving it, and then clicking on the button and then saving it, then coming on to the front end and then refreshing it. So now along with the tab, contents are also ready. Remove section, map section, auto list along with the profile contents, that is listings. So clicking on photos, you can see photos. Clicking on maps, you see maps, and clicking on reviews, you are redirected to reviews. So in the right side, we will be adding listing owner contact details and some advanced listing details. So coming on to editor, so on the right side of the author option, shortcut will be added. So we will be clicking plus icon and then taking the text module. Then coming on to the shortcode, we will be taking the GD author action shortcode. Then copy the shortcode and then pasting it over here, then save it. Then below this, we will be taking one more module by clicking on the plus icon, then we will be removing it over here, clicking on shortcode, opening it, GD location output shortcode, then copying it and pasting it here, then save it. So between output location and author action, we will be adding a business listing owner contact form through which the user can submit and contact with the business listing owner. Coming on to the plus icon and then a module, that is text module, then we will be removing it from here, and then coming on to shortcode, and then from here we will be taking, that is GD Ninja form shortcode. Then from here we will be selecting the form, and then from here the contact form text can also be changed. So keeping the output type button, and then we are keeping it everything default and then copying it and then pasting it and then saving it, then clicking on save button and saving it. And now coming on to the single detail page and then refreshing it. So now our author action has been added, and this edit and delete is also added, along with contact button is also added, and the listings detail can also be seen here, category, ad place, email, website, business hours. So this was our today's directory sites listings detailed page. So after this, in the next episode, we will be showing add listing page. And before that, we will be making a joint landing page in which more details will be shown. So in the last video, we created directory sites single detail page. So in today's video we will be designing this add listings page. This is the default page. Through this page the customer can add the listings. So the add listing before this can also be done with all types of packaging. So before this we will be creating a joint landing page similar to this site's joint landing page. In this, all the packages related add listing form can be seen here, like this: free, pro, professional. So the form like this can be seen. So to create joint landing page like this, so coming onto the dashboard of WordPress, then pages, and then add new page. Then we will be keeping the page title here join, and then click on use Divi builder because we are designing this through Divi. So we are starting this from scratch. So first we will be taking full column, then within this, so here there is heading, subheading, then a text button. So coming on to here, we are taking a heading first, then we will be copying this heading, then coming on to design, coming on to the heading text, we are changing it to H2, and then heading font to semi bold, and then center align. Then we will save it, and then coming on to the, we will be copying the subheading and then taking one more module, namely heading, and then coming on to pasting it over here, then coming on to design, then editing it to H3, and then central align, then save it. And then below this we will take one more text module, then we will be copying this paragraph, and then we will be cutting and pasting it over here. Then coming on to design, we will be center aligning it. Then we will be adding a button over here, editing it to join now. Then coming on to design, we are doing it central alignment. So we will be adding a ID through which on clicking on this button the users can be directed to the packages via scroll. Coming on to advanced, coming on to CSS ID, scroll, price. So we will be entering here scroll price, then save it. Now to the section background we will giving a color, coming on to design, contents, then from here we will be choosing a color, then save it, and then editing all the text colors to white. Same to same we will be doing with the other one also, coming on to settings and then design, then coming on to heading text, we will be editing it to white and then saving it. So similarly all the text we are doing the same thing. We are changing its color to white, and then buttons background to white by coming on to design. Into the button section we are doing use on for custom styles, then button text color we are choosing from here, and then background color. If we want we can also add an icon, so we are adding up an icon also here. Then we will be switching on show button icon and switching off the hover, and then coming on to button shadow we are selecting it, and then coming on to border radius to 10 pixel and then save it. This was our hero part, that is our joint landing page section, by coming on to the plus icon, then taking full column. So first we will be adding a heading, so we will be copying the heading from here and then pasting it over here. Into the design we will be coming on to the heading text, center align, and then folding, and then heading fonts to semi bold, and then color to black, and then save it. Then below the heading we will be adding the pricing,
So we will be clicking on the plus icon and taking this 3 column layout. So in all 3 there will be package pricing bar. So we are inserting tables pricing. So we are taking this. By default 2 tables are there, so we are deleting one, and coming on to its settings we will be designing it. We are keeping its title free, and subtitle we can keep anything, so we are letting it to be default. Currency icon can be added, and pricing for free will be 0, and then what features we are offering in the free version can be seen here. So for free we are copying from the site and then we will be pasting it over here. So we are keeping these all 3 in the free version. So we are coming on to its designs and then layout. Then on the make this table feature, we can also add box shadow, but it's not required here. Coming on to border, keeping its border radius 10 pixel. Adding a button below this, but before we will save it. So coming on to the plus icon and then we will take a button. Then keeping its name join now. Then coming on to designs, we are changing it center alignment, and then custom design this button. So text color will be white and background color will be this, and border radius 10 pixel. Then coming on to its spacing margin, then top -10, we are adding it some more, so we are editing it to -17%, and we will be adding a link over here according to the package created in the backend. So for this free it's created. Now we will save it, and same to same we will be copying for second and third. So we will be duplicating it, then drag and drop over here. Similarly we will be doing for button, duplicating, coming on the wireframe view, then duplicating the button over here and then drag and drop it over the other places. Similarly we will be doing for the other box. So now we will unview the wireframe, and now all the 3 columns with the button can be seen. Now we will be changing its name. So coming on to the settings, we will be changing its title, and subtitle we will be letting be default. So we will be also copying its pricing. So we are editing the Pro to $100. Then we will be copying its features in the Pro section. We'll be pasting it over here in the text. Then save it. Then coming on to third one, that is Professional. Then coming on to its settings. Then clicking over here, editing its title. Then copying and pasting it over here. So we will be copying it and pasting it over here. Subtitle will be default, and then coming on to the Professional, so we are editing the pricing to $110. Then copying its features also. And then pasting it over here. Now we will save it. And check it in the front end. So coming on to the front end, we have to add the joint page menu. So coming on to WordPress dashboard, friends, and then on to menu. Then select main menu. Then add joint page over here. Then click on add to menu. Then drag and drop it over here, just below places, then save menu. Then view the join page, coming on to pages.
then view site. Now you can see that the join menu. So our joint landing page is ready. So the packages can be seen whichever we have added, but the button has gone just at the bottom of the packages below it, so we will be editing it. So coming on to the join editor and then coming on to the wireframe view, then click on the button and then advanced settings, coming on to the position and then GeoIndex 111 and then save it. Similarly, this will be done on other buttons. So copying the style and then we will be pasting onto the other module styles. So this we will be doing on all and then save it. Then coming on to the join page and then refresh it. So now it looks like this. So we will also be correcting its height through the custom CSS alignment. So currently for alignment we will be editing by removing the feature from the professional, but this can also be done through custom CSS. Whenever creating a join landing page using Divi theme, then do contact us so we can create a fully customized page according to you. So now we will be removing a feature from the professional. So coming onto the backend and then changing and removing a feature from the professional's backend and then save it. Then coming onto the join page and then refresh it. So now all the three alignments have become same. So now it looks good. So at bottom of this we will be adding one more section similar to this. Left will be image and at right side will be some text and a button of get started. So on clicking this it will be scrolled to packages. So coming to the wireframe view and then clicking on the plus icon and then taking a 2-column row. Left will be for image, then choosing a image, then clicking on add image, then coming on to design, coming on to box shadow, we can add a shadow. We are giving it border radius 10 pixel and then saving it. And for the right we will be adding text. So for this we will be copying it from here and then coming over here pasting it. And at the bottom we will be adding a button, so we will be duplicating it and we will adding it over here. So we are editing its name to get started and then coming on to the save button we will save it again. Then coming on to the join page we will refresh it and now it looks like this, but the button has come over here. So coming on to the button settings, then coming on to the design, then coming on to its spacing. So coming on to the margin top we will be hiding it and alignment to left and then saving it and then saving it again and then again coming back to the front end and then refreshing it. So now it looks like this. So now we will adding a background. So now we will be creating a new section. So we will be dragging and dropping this green section and then we will be adding it over here. The green colored is our row and the blue is our section. So coming on to the background
Then coming on to the content background, and then we will be selecting a color and reducing its opacity and then saving it. Then clicking on the save button. Then coming on to the join page, we will be refreshing it. So now it looks like this, but the background color opacity should be more or less, and text color we are changing it to black. So coming back, clicking on the section, then background's opacity will be decreased, and text color, coming on to settings, design, then clicking on text, we are doing it black. Font size we are doing 18 pixel and then saving it. Then coming on to the page, we are refreshing it. So now it looks like this. So now after clicking on this button, it is coming over onto the packages like a scroll. So we will be adding this to our site. So for this, coming to the wireframe view and coming on to this section, and then click on the pricing section and then adding a CSS ID and then pasting it, then copying it over here, then saving it, and then coming on to the other block where we have created a ID over here. Here we will removing it and coming on to the content, coming on to button link and then hash and pasting the ID and then saving it. Same thing we will be doing onto this button settings. We will be adding the ID over here and then saving it. Then coming on to the front end and then refresh it. And now after clicking over to the packages and clicking on the join, now it is again redirecting to the packages. So now for the 3 different packages, we will be creating 3 different ad listing pages. So first of all, we have to create the packagings at the back end. So coming on to the WordPress dashboard and then to the places and then settings and then packages. So the free is default, so we'll be editing it. So naming it free and title also free, and pricing will be 0 and duration 1 month, and switching this on. Coming on to show advanced, we can add here description package icon, and we can add select field over here also for adding whatever the field we want to show. Free images we are adding 1, category also 1, and then you can add whatever you want and adjust it and then save changes. We will be creating one more package for this, clicking on add new, and then we will be naming it pro and then title also pro. We can also change it. Pricing we are doing it $100 as we have kept in the front end, and then coming on to duration 1 month and then switching this on, and then same thing can be done over here, enabling the fields email, Facebook, and whatever you want to show, the features which you want to show for the pro. Then coming on to, then this inactive one will be switching on to active, then save changes. Then again we will be creating one more package which we will be naming as professional. So we will be adding it over here similarly, and then coming on to advanced settings, $110 pricing, and package time is 1 year, and then switching this on, and then image limit to unlimited. We can add from here enable field, categories, whatever we want to give into the package. Then status this inactive to active, and then save changes. And now the 3 packages have been added. Now coming on to the front end, we will be refreshing the page, and then now click on add places to be redirected onto the listing page. So now here all the 3 IDs have been added. First we will be adding the link for these 3. So coming back, first we will be doing for free. So coming on to the free button, coming on to the link here, then we will be
pasting over here. Same thing we will be doing for Pro. Now the ID over here URL has been changed, so we will be copying it and then coming on to the second button, and then we will be clicking on the link and pasting it and saving it. And same for this professional also, copying the URL and then coming back onto the third button, and then we will pasting it over here and saving it. Then again saving it, and then coming on to the front end and refreshing it. So now the URL can be seen, free pro professional. So coming on to the pro, here pro has been selected. Now we will be designing the ad listing page through Divi Builder. So for this, coming on to the WordPress dashboard and then coming on to pages and then going on to the ad listing, click on edit with Divi, then click on start building and then take a new row, that is a full column. And now we will be adding a heading. We will be naming it ad listing. Then coming on to its design, coming on to heading text, we are doing it H2 and then center alignment and then saving it. And then coming on to the section color, for coming on to the background, we are keeping it this, and text color we are editing it to white. From settings, design, and then coming on to the heading text color white. Then below the ad listing, we are adding an ad listing form. So clicking on a plus icon and then taking a section below this, taking a full column, and then going on to shortcode, then adding GD ad listing shortcode, and then copying the shortcode, and then we will be removing this and then pasting over here, then saving it, then again save it from here, and then coming on to the front end, we are refreshing it of this ad listing. So now you can see that the heading is added and the ad listing form can be seen like this. So now we will be adding a shadow to it. So coming back to the editor, then coming to the section settings and then designs, then coming on to spacings, padding, then top to bottom 20 pixel each and left and right 20 pixel each. Then coming on to border, then border radius 10 pixel and then box shadow, then save it. Then coming on to the ad listing page and then refresh it. So now it looks like this. It looks good now. Increasing the ad listings headings font size, coming on to the heading settings and then design, coming on to the heading text and then coming on to the size 36, 35 and then saving it. And then refresh it. Now it looks good. So according to the ID, we can fill the form and then submit listing. So this was our ad listing page and join page through Divi theme. So this series was till here, and for next series, don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon too. Thank you.
We also provide directory site development services. So if you need a customized solution for your directory website, we can help you. You can hire us at BuddyDevelopers.com by clicking on the Hire Us button. You can also follow us on other social media channels. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more such WordPress educational videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.